Now come to our sixth and final qualifying heat for Senior Rotax. Groups B and C, race 14 of the meeting. Your grid is as follows. Lining up on the front row will be Sean Butcher from Great Britain in the 349, accompanied by Denmark's Mads Riis in the 379. Vincent France in the 357 will have the number 300 of Matilda Olsson alongside. Then it's the 388 of Storm Brouwer with Mateo Richter from the Czech Republic rounding out the top three rows. Morris Schuring in the 314 with have Artur Horsch in the 366 alongside. Completing the top 10 will be Philip Vava in the 360 and the 301 of Max Stemmerdick. Rounding out the order will be the 308 of Erhard Turka, the 321 of Andreas Herbauer, 317 of Ralf Winkel, the 322 of Tim Mika-Metz, the 316 of Flint Schuring, Titus Schmidli in the 325, Bedorstin in the 324 with Robin Crutzon in the 351, and Leonie Claude from France in the 323 at the 19th and final starting position on the grid. Red lights on the gantry for final time here for Senior Rotax on day one of official racing competition. Set to go out the moment. The race director is happy that it will be a clean start. So Sean Butcher and Mads Riis have the responsibility of getting the field to start filtering their way into the relevant grid positions. The rest of the field now scrambles to get towards the back of the grid itself. 19 drivers set to go racing. After this, the intermediate classification will be decided after post-session technical and sporting checks have been carried out. Revs rise, lights are out, we go off and away as Vincent France gets the jump on Mads Riis going into turn 3 for the first time. Matilda Olsson drops down into what is now 6th position, but she's going around the outside of turn 4, trying to keep her place here, manages to stay ahead of Morris Schuring. And then Storm Brouwer up into 4th position on the early skirmishes here in the race as the 351 of Robin Crutzon and I think that was the 301 of Max Stemmerdick, I believe. It might be at the back, but now Vincent France going up the inside of Sean Butcher to take the lead through turn 11. Matilda Olsson just ahead of Storm Brouwer. Morris Schuring has got the 332 of Mateo Richter just behind for close company, as we've had 2 carts off of the exit of turn number 11. So both drivers okay, double waved yellows at turn 11 at the moment. But Sean Butcher looking to close on Vincent France, who currently leads the race. Mads Riis in 3rd, Matilda Olsson in 4th, as Morris Schuring trying to find every which way, but I can't get past manoeuvre through on Storm Brouwer. Just behind them is the 332, and that is Mateo Richter. But then Philip Vava looks to try and go up the inside of that driver through turn 11, can't get through. It's the 366. Oh, steamrolls in and spins around. That's Artur Horsch trying to go up the inside of Philip Vava, and it spat the 366 out, pointed in the right direction, but actually heading towards the apex. As now Mads Riis tries to go up the inside of Sean Butcher through turn 3. The Dane gets through. Olsson closes up on the braking zone into turn 4 to look to see if she can get past Butcher. As now Storm Brouwer has got the 332 of Mateo Richter just behind, as it looks like Philip Vava is just losing a handful of places. So now the top 4 starting to break away. 7 minutes and 46 seconds, plus an additional lap still to go. France still leads from Riis as Olsson goes up the inside through turn 12 on Sean Butcher, who instantly goes right up towards the back bumper of the 300 from Strawberry Racing. They now go to complete lap number 3. Vincent France trying to stretch an advantage here over Mads Riis, who sets the fastest lap of a 50.895. As a little bit further down the order, I just spotted that Maurice Schuring is up on the back bumper of Philipp Wawr, trying to battle for 10th position and gets past the Spaniard, I think, through turn number 4. We've got Erhard Turker, Beer Dorrestein, Leonie Claude all the way up into 14th position, and it was Ralf Winkel and Flint Schuring that were the two drivers that came to blows off of turn 11 just a couple of laps ago. But Ralf Winkel and Flint Schuring are still circulating, so all 19 drivers still running on the circuit. Gap is getting a bit closer now between Vincent France and Mads Ries. Olsson trying to close too. Butcher trying his best to keep with them. 6 minutes and 30 seconds, plus an additional lap still to go. France has got a lead, but for how much longer, as Mads Ries got very, very close in the braking zone. And now the Dane goes for the lead up the inside of the German, takes the position. That allows Mathilde Olsson to quickly close. As up the inside of the 3:25 of Taito Schmidli goes Tim Mika Metz from Voik Motorsport. So that's a change for position. That was for 8th place. As now Olsson biding her time to see if she can get past Vincent France. As now the 3:25, oh my goodness me, Titus Schmidli battling away, and I'm wondering who that is ahead, but then Schmidli also loses another position. That looks to be Philipp Wawr. It might have just gotten past, which it is the case. And then just behind is the sole Turkish entrant, Erhard Turker, in the 3:08, who goes up the inside of Schmidli into turn 4. The Swiss driver has no alternative but to run wide through the corner and round the outside. Looks like Beer Dorrestein trying to get past, and does so. Robin Knutsson is closely being followed by France's Leonie Claude in the 3:23. So the battle for the last 4 positions in the top 15 definitely being hotly contested. As now Vincent France has lost out to Mathilde Olsson for 2nd position. So it's Denmark leading Sweden, leading Germany, leading Great Britain. That's the top 4. Stormbro will cross the line in 5th position, with Mateo Richter from the Czech Republic, then Andreas Herbert, Tim Mika Metz, Maurice Schuring and Philipp Wawr from Spain. So the top 4 now literally concertinaed, and they are just over 9/10 of a second covering those top 4. And at the moment, Mads Ries is the one that has been setting the fastest lap so far. He's just put in a 50.291. Mathilde Olsson not too far adrift in the 300. So Ralf Winkel and Flint Schuring quite a considerable distance off of the field. As now Olsson puts in the fastest lap of the race and now goes for the lead and strikes up the inside of turn 4. Ries has no other alternative but try and give the number 300 enough racing room, and Olsson closes the door through turn 6. Now into the right at 7. Mads Ries closely on the back bumper of Mathilde Olsson. But then Vincent France looks to also have got some pace back, as has Sean Butcher. And in my honest opinion here, Sean Butcher has got the ringside seat, because it depends on what happens with the 3 in front. So if he can just keep with them, his place in the 2 finals tomorrow will be guaranteed. He's had a win, he's had a second, he's running in the top 4 at the moment. They cross the line once again, as now Mathilde Olsson did a 50.15, Mads Ries a 50.658. Vincent France did a 50.149, 1/1000th quicker on that last lap than Mathilde Olsson. And Sean Butcher a 50.172. Just under 3 minutes remaining in the 6th and final qualification heat for Senior Rotax. All drivers will have competed in qualifying yesterday and 3 heats today. As Philipp Wawr has got past Maurice Schuring for 9th place. Andreas Herbert has got past Matteo Richter in the meantime for position. As now Titus Schmidli battling away with Beer Dorrestein for position. at the bottom part of the top 15. As Matilda Olsson has got the lead and puts in the fastest lap of the race. The Swede lighting up the timesheets once again, consistently running in the 49-second bracket, the 49.876 from the number 300 based out of Uppsala in Sweden. Mads Ries, 50.032. Vincent France in third, a 50.093. Sean Butcher is not far off that pace either, a 50.061. Stormbrower is a further 3.7 seconds away from that and has got daylight between himself and Francis Andreas Herbert, who's in sixth. Matteo Richter in seventh place, ahead of Philip Vava from Spain. Well, as Tim Mikametz now actually is passed by Philip Vava for eighth place. So Richter is just under half a second up the road from the Spaniard. As Schmidli coming into some grief here. A little bit further down the order, there is a three-way strap. And in the back of that, well, in the middle of that, you've got the 324 of Beard Dorestein, and then you've got Leonie Claude in the 323 from France, keeping pace with the two in front. So Vincent France trying to keep on level terms with Mads Ries, and they both improved last time around, but Olsson still the quickest at the front of the field. Olsson now has a 0.537 second advantage over Mads Ries. Sean Butcher looks to be fading in the dying stages, just trying to keep the pace and just trying to keep with them, score consistent points in these stages, because that's quite important. As now it looks like there's been another change. Matteo Richter has lost out to both. I think that is Philip Vava that's just got past. And I'm wondering whether Tim Mikametz has also done so, as they come through turns 9 and 10. And that is the case. So just a few seconds remaining this time. We will get the last lap board. So Matilda Olsson, based out of Sweden, will now get the sign she needs. Now it's time to just go for it and get away from the rest, and that is exactly what the number 300 has done over the past few laps. And also on the penultimate lap of the race, sets the fastest lap of it thereof, a 49.858. Mads Ries really coming under the kibosh right now, as Vincent France and now Sean Butcher now will try and challenge the Dane. All three of them have got an equal chance in the dying stages. It's about who's going to go for it now, because Olsson will come through turn 11. As now Ries goes defensive on France. That allows Butcher to close up. 3 more corners to go. Butcher goes towards the outside to try and cut back through. He gets a good run out of the corner. He tries to go through up the inside of Vincent France, but the checkered flag waves this time for Matilda Olsson. Mads Ries will hold on to second. Sean Butcher can't quite get there to try and get past Vincent France, who takes third. Stormbrower rounds out the top 5 ahead of Dams Racing's Andreas Herbert from France. Philip Vava in 7th. Tim Mikametz in 8th. Matteo Richter in 9th. Erhard Turke in 10th. Ahead of Morris Schuring, Robin Knutsson. And there was a drag race to the finish for 13th, 14th and 15th between Taito Schmidli from Switzerland, who took 13th ahead of Beard Dorestein, and Leonie Claude, who completed the top 15 positions. Max Stemmerding in 16th ahead of Arthur Horsch, with Ralf Winkel and Flint Schuring rounding out the 19 strong, as that concludes the senior Rotax action on qualifying heats day here at Wackersdorf.